shortstop.
Oh, my window again. There goes my profits for a week. Maybe a month.
Here's the kid that broke your window, Louie. I caught him red-handed round at third base.
You ought to get 30 days in the electric chair.
I be Wilkins in the recoils of the law. After I spent 3 weeks teaching you how to place a hit.
He placed his hit all right. Right on my noodle.
Can I help it if Skippy Biano grooves a fast one in there? What am I supposed to do? Stand there with egg on my face?
What am I supposed to do? Stand here with bumps on my head?
I'll take him to his mother, Louie. Maybe she can pay for the window.
Oh, no, Ma, what me?
No, wait a minute. Please, Bet, wait. His mother can't afford to pay for busted windows. Skip it. I'll take care of it.
Okay, Louie. You're the doctor.
Try capturing bandits the next time.
Thanks a million, Doc.
Do me a favor, Hubby. Next time Skippy grooves one, bunt.
Sure. Bye, Doc.
Can't trust those midgets.
Fellas, we gotta get those kids off the streets. We gotta find them a safe place to play baseball.
Say, Slip, how about that big lot next to the Acme warehouse? That'll make a good spot. Huh, Louie?
That's right, Slip.
Before you both get too hysterical, the Gravesends who own that lot have never been indemnified with charitable projectiles.
Did you ever think of asking them?
No, because I could never figure out how to contact people as influenza as they are.
Slip, there's always a telephone.
Louis, that's a very fragrant idea. Sorry I didn't think of it. Must be slipping in my old age. Let's see. Gravesend. 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 G-T-R-A. Gravesend. Gravesend.
Gravesend residence. Who wishes to speak to him, sir? One moment. I'll see if he is in. Mr. Terence Mahoney would like to speak to you, sir.
I don't know anybody by that name.
Well, then don't speak with him. We don't want to have anything to do with strangers.
Oh, I think I should find out what he wants.
Oh, Derek.
That's all right. Dr. Gravesend speaking. Yes, what is it, please?
Well, Mr. Gravesend, there's a little matter I'd like to discuss with you. It refrains to some of the little kids down here in the Bowery. You see, I'm what you might call, a benefactor of humanity.
Yes, go on, Miss Mahoney.
Well, if it's all the same with you, Mr. Gravesend, this matter being highly contagious, I think it would be better if me and my accomplice, Mr. Jones, came out there to prevaricate about it in person.
Contagious? Prevaricate? I am afraid I don't follow you.
This guy don't even understand English. Well, I'll explain the hard words when I get out there. Just tell me, are you going to coagulate with us or ain't you?
Coagulate? Yes. Oh, yes, Mr. Mahoney. I'll coagulate. As you and Mr. Jones can call by at 8:30 this evening. Yeah, goodbye.
Derek, are you out of your mind? We don't want any strangers here.
Anton, do you know what this young man just told me? He said that he was a benefactor of humanity, that he wanted to prevaricate with us because it's contagious.
Well?
Anton, don't you see that any person who can mangle the English language in this fashion certainly is no mental giant? In fact, he may be just what we're looking for.
Yes, and he also may be coming here just to spy on us.
Oh, hardly. At any rate, it won't do any harm to let the two young men drop in for a moment this evening.
Young men coming. How interesting.
Now, listen to me, Francine. Nothing must happen to these visitors. Do you understand?
We must continue our work in deepest secrecy. We must do nothing to attract attention.
Your uncles are right, my dear. I'm afraid we'll just have to let them walk out of here alive.
Boy, it's dark on this road. It's not a fit night out for man or beast.
What are you doing out then?
Very funny. Oh, thundering. I don't like thundering. We better hurry up and get to that house. We're going to have to swim there. Oh! Drivers into the ditch. Lightning. I don't like lightning. I'm glad that lightning zigged instead of zagged. Because if it zagged instead of zigged, it would have zocked us.
It's a very nice speech, but would you do me a favor? Just look for a sign that says Gravesend Manor.
Gravesend? Gravesend? I don't like that name.
Look, they invited us out to their chapeau, didn't they? Well, they must be very nice people.
Yes, you're right, Chief.
Oh, you You did a beautiful job on him, Derek.
Thank you, Anton. He did turn out rather well, didn't he?
Uh-huh. Now. Oh, well, now you sneer all you like, Derek. But believe me, in a few moments you're going to see Gorog walk. This is the man of the future.
A creature of steel and wire and electronic circuits? How can he think?
He will think well enough. Now, watch. Walk, Gorog, walk. What did I tell you? He walks.
Yes, and I tell you, he can't think. Look.
Oh, stop! Gorog, stop! Oh, my.
Steel, wires, electronics.
Oh, after all these weeks, I was so sure of success.
Anton, I've told you and I've told you, you're just wasting your time. Perhaps if it had a human head. Anton, come with me. I want to show you something.
All right, now you stay right here. Stay right here.
My anthropoid is the answer, Anton. My cosmos. Isn't he magnificent? Savage. Uncontrolled, the strength of 10 men with one dominant instinct, to kill.
To kill? But you'll be creating a monster.
Oh, not if he has a human brain. Come here, Anton. My tests have indicated that the ideal brain to transfer to Cosmos, and one that will fit most snugly in his cranial cavity, lies somewhere between +5 and, +7. No more.
Oh, Derek, that's ridiculous. A creature with a brain that small wouldn't have sense enough to come in out of the rain.
Hey, Sarge! Sarge!
What?
What are you doing down there? Why don't you come up here and act like a man?
Because I ain't, that's why.
Get up here! Knock on the door.
Nobody home, let's go.
If that was a one-room house, they wouldn't have heard you. Use the knocker.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Here, let me help you.
Thank you. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Oh, let me help you. I'll get you out, don't worry. I'll get you out, I'll get you out. Out. Oh, Chief.
If I may intervene.
Oh!
Mr. Jones and Mr. Mahoney, I presume.
You presumed correctly.
Will you step in, please?
Certainly. Nice-looking moss of linoleum you got here. Which vault are you going to put us in, Jeeves?
It's Grissom, sir.
That's what I said. It's gruesome.
In the library, if you please, gentlemen.
Just my luck. I haven't got my library card with me. Don't get physical.
Mr. Mahoney and Mr. Jones.
Oh, dear.
Come in, gentlemen. Come in.
How do you do? How are you, Mr. Gravesend?
How do you do? I am Dr. Gravesend. May I present my sister, Miss Amelia Gravesend, and my brother Anton, Mr. Mahoney, Mr. Jones?
How do you do?
My gracious, boy, you're wringing wet.
It's raining cats and dogs outside.
Isn't that nice? I just love cats and dogs, don't you?
You wanted to see me. May I help you?
Oh, yes. Might as well go right to the point. It's about your Clark Street lot. See, there's a lot of kids in the bar who like to play baseball. You got no place to play, so they play in the streets. This, of course, embellishes the lives of the kids, and they're kind of getting popped off with trucks and stuff like that. But that ain't the worst of it, because this whole situation cremates a lot of rhubarbs with the bulls.
Rhubarbs?
With bulls? Oh, my dear. Has somebody turned our Clark Street lot into a pasture?
Well, not exactly. Say, Chief, what's a pasture?
A pasture is a place where they make pasteurized milk. Now, gentlemen, you could eradicate this whole problem by letting these kids play baseball on your lot.
Yeah, and if these kids play on your lot...
Do you want to help these kids?
Yeah.
Then shut up. I'll make the kids cut down all the weeds, clean up all the dirty bottles, have the place look real nice. Now, besides salvaging the lives of these kids, I think you'll find that this whole thing may entrance the value of your property.
Oh, well, if it would entrance the value of the property.
It certainly would.
But if they damaged anything, wouldn't we be responsible?
No, because I precipitated that. In fact, I took the trouble to draw up this little diaphragm. Now, if you look at this, you'll find ain't one place anywhere around this lot that could possibly be damaged.
Except windows. What are you making?
Oh, just a little sweater for my nephew. Do you like it?
Yeah. But, aren't the sleeves a little short?
The sleeves? These are the sleeves, you silly.
Oh.
Grissom,
Yes, miss.
are they here, Grissom?
Yes, miss.
What are they like?
Young and impertinent, but they seem to be strong and healthy.
They are virile, red-blooded boys.
Yes, I should say so, miss.
Thank you, Grissom.
Yes, miss.
Well, I am interested, Mr. Mahoney.
That sounds very good. Of course, before this deal is completely edible, we'll have to draw up certain officious documents. Then we'll be on our way.
Yeah. Yeah.
My niece, Miss Francine Graves, and Mr. Mahoney, Mr. Jones.
How do you do, Mr. Jones?
Oh, I'll live.
Oh, really? Mr. Jones, I'd love to take you to the solarium.
I'll race you to it.
Francine, these gentlemen are here on business.
I mean business, Uncle.
Francine!
A lovely suit. So becoming to you.
And very expensive. Imported Bowery burlap. Came with 2 pair of pants.
That's nice.
But I have a lot of trouble getting into both pair of pants every morning. Very bulky, very bulky.
Oh, Mr. Jones, I fear we've been neglecting you.
Wouldn't you care for something to eat?
Oh, food. I love
lovely
food.
sandwiches,
Some
olives.
pickles.
Oh, pickles. I'm crazy about pickles. But ain't they ugly? I got an idea how to make them prettier.
Make pickles prettier? How?
Certainly. You see, when you're about to plant the seeds, you turn them inside out.
Oh, and that would make them prettier, huh?
Yeah. Instead of having warts, they'd have dimples.
Oh, brilliant, Mr. Jones. Brilliant. Hmm? Oh, yes. Wouldn't you care to look around a bit?
You're going to take us on a crook's tour?
Oh, yes, there are many things here that you'll enjoy.
Well, what do we got to lose?
Oh, you'll be surprised.
This way, gentlemen.
Right up here.
Bye, Francine.
Oh, I do hope those young men are what Derek wants. He's been looking so long, dear boy.
It isn't fair. Why should Derek have them both?
I need one too, dear. I'd love to have that nice plump one to feed to my pet.
Come in, gentlemen. Come in. I'm very proud of this room. Oh, yeah. There's all the latest equipment. Everything.
Oh, a space helmet. You mind if I try it?
Oh, no, please
Oh,
do.
no, this is just what we had in mind.
Boy. Oh, boy, I feel just like a space ranger. All right, men. Ready to take off to the men, Moon. I mean the moon, men. Ready? Station 1, Roger.
Ready, Roger.
Ready on Station 2, Roger.
Station 2, ready, Roger.
Say, Chief, why is everybody called Roger?
Probably because they ain't called Sam.
Oh, boy, I feel just like a space cadet.
Do you mind if we make a little test?
What kind of a test?
Oh, a space test.
Anything for space.
Now, gentlemen, observe this dial. This will register his brain potential.
You're going to register his brain potential?
Yes.
I hope you bought that machinery wholesale, because he will ruin it.
Oh, certainly, I understand. One moment, please. Now here, and there, pi r square. It's amazing.
Gentlemen, I told you you're just wasting your time. My friend here has a vacuum-packed head.
He's right. There's nothing here to register.
Why, he's making a genius out of Cosmos. Now, what could have gone wrong? Oh, I wonder. Yes, here we are. And you said it was impossible.
I knew it was possible.
I still can't believe it.
Gentlemen, I'm very much infested with all this scientific friction. But what about the Clark Street lot?
Oh, the lot. We'll talk about that in the morning.
We ain't gonna be here in the morning. We gotta get home.
In this weather? Nonsense, Mr. Mahoney. The roads are flooded. Bridges washed out. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable here.
I don't like to sound congestive, but we're going home. H-O-M.
Yeah, we're going home.
Mr. Mahoney, your story about the underprivileged youngsters touches me deeply, and I'm sure something can be arranged about your lot, but I must communicate with my lawyer in the morning.
Well, under those circumflexes, perhaps we can arrange to stay.
Grissom! Grissom!
You called, sir?
You ought to invest in a pair of squeaky shoes.
Grissom, our guests are staying the night. Will you see that they are comfortable, please?
Very well, sir. Walk this way, please.
This looks like a boudoir for zombies.
The master wanted you to be comfortable, sir.
I don't think I like your innuendo.
You know, this old manor house goes back to colonial times. Take this chair, for instance. 1775.
1775? Anybody that paid over $3 for it got rooked.
Hilarious, sir.
Oh, Harry.
This room remains just as it was when the home was built. Generations of Gravesends have slept here, and all have left their memories.
As long as they didn't leave their bones, it's all right.
I'm with you, Chief. Oh, get along this crazy corn popper.
Begging your pardon, sir. It's a bed warmer.
How could a bed fit in this thing?
A little creepy around here, ain't it?
The only thing creepy around here is him.
Think we should stay?
I think you should stay and I should leave.
There's one thing I like about you.
You're
full of bravado.
I never sang in the opera.
Well, what are you up to, Gruesome?
It's Grissom, sir. I'm looking for some sleeping garments that will fit you, gentlemen.
Well, I take a small size.
Small? An army tent wouldn't cover you.
Here we are. I think you'll find the bed quite comfortable. Good night, gentlemen. Rest in peace.
After talking to you, I don't think we will.
Good night, Grissom.
It's gruesome, sir.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
And Tom. What are you up to now?
Oh, Derek, look. I found an ancient formula that will transform anyone into a creature of radiant beauty. And now, if I have to use Mahoney's head on my robot, at least I can do something about its looks.
Oh, I see. Well, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, it will be wonderful.
Oh, yes, Grissom.
I think our visitors will be quite comfortable, gentlemen.
Oh.
Good.
Thank you, Grissom. Grissom?
No, Anton, no. Anton.
Grissom, would you be kind enough to try this tonic for me?
But I feel just splendid, sir. Really, I do.
Oh, well, this can't possibly hurt you. Now, there you go, Grissom. Skull.
Very smooth, sir.
Thank you. Too much alabark. Grissom! No! No! Not Grissom! Good Grissom! Down, Grissom! Down, Grissom! Ah! Oh, no! No! It's a
You said your potion would beautify people. Why, you've made our poor butler into a monster.
He didn't have so very far to go.
Mr. Graveson, sir? Mr. Graveson? Will that be all, sir?
Oh, that'll be plenty, Grissom.
Very well, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Take my advice, Anton. Forget necromancy. Just concentrate on developing your robot, and above all, destroy that potion.
Yes.
Now, don't drink too fast, dear.
Ah, tending your pet, I see.
Yes, dear. Oh, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I must warn you about Francine. She wants those young men for herself.
Yes, so I've noticed.
Just because she's a vampire, she thinks...
Amelia, don't ever say that word again, please.
I'm sorry, Derek, but she is a blot on our family's fine name. Well, you will be careful, won't you, dear?
Of course. Your agapanthus doesn't seem to be doing so well. Have you been feeding it?
Well, not the right kind of food, I'm afraid. After all, Agapanthus carnivorus is a man-eater.
Yeah, true.
Derek, dear.
Yeah?
The plump one, Mahoney, he looks so nourishing.
I'll see what I can do, dear.
Boy, that shower was real good. Plenty of soap and no water. Move over, here I come, ready or not. Well, good night. What are you doing?
I'm reading.
How can you read in the dark?
I went to night school. Oh,
Take off that tie.
are you kidding? I might have to go somewhere in a hurry and I want to be dressed.
You kidding? Might have to go someplace in a hurry and I want to be dressed. If you're lucky.
Chief, what's with the earmuffs? You afraid of the thunder?
Thunder is something that has never calcified me. It's your snoring I'm worried about.
Well, what about another pair in case you snore?
I do not happen to snore. I know because I stayed awake all one night just to find out.
Well. Good night, Chief.
Now, this won't hurt you at all, old fellow, just to soothe your nerves for the operation tomorrow. Now, easy does it.
Oh, Chief!
What's the matter with you now, Shaky? What are you reviving me from my sleep for?
You don't snore, huh?
No, I don't.
You do.
I do not.
Well, you can't hear yourself snoring on account of the earmuffs.
Out. I retaliate, which means to repeat. I was not snoring. Now don't arouse me no more.
Ah! Chief, don't snore like that anymore. You frighten me.
Until you over there. Yeah, shut up and go to sleep. It was you all the time. I heard you with my own ears that time I caught you. I got you in the act.
Oh, Chief, my nerves are on edge.
Well, that... Maybe you're right. Maybe both our nerves are on edges. What we need is a good sediment. Why don't you get down to the kitchen and get us some nice hot milk?
I know we need a sediment, but I'm not going down to get it.
All right, I'll get down and get it, you coward.
I'll go with you.
No, you stay here and guard the clothes. I don't trust that butler. Furthermore, lock the door after me.
Chief, if you run into a Grayson with two heads, don't talk to him. Let him talk to himself. Gotta get nice and comfy. Glad Fatso's gone. Oh, I'm tired. Wonder what time it is. Two o'clock. Oh. Grissom. Oh, Grissom, go home and get dressed. Oh, Grissom, you get the... That's not Grissom. Oh, wait right here. I'll be back.
Going someplace?
Yeah, out. That skeleton. In the closet, that thing.
Oh, so you found our skeleton in the closet. I'll take it away. Relax, Mr. Jones. Relax. I leave you with this parting thought. The living of today are the skeletons of tomorrow.
Keep the kitchen.
I'm sorry. Did I startle you?
No, not at all. I always turn green this time of night. It matches my pajamas. In case you're wondering what I'm doing in your mess hall, Mr. Jones and I couldn't sleep so good, so I thought I'd come down and persecute a few calories.
Oh, well, now you go right ahead, Mr. Mahoney. Don't you mind me. I was just going to prepare something for my pet. Oh, why bother? Can of dog food will do just fine.
Oh, you have a dog, eh?
Oh, dear me, no. I don't have a dog.
Oh, it's a cat, then.
It isn't a cat either, but it eats cats. Here you are, darling. You like it? Thank you, dear.
Well, pardon me. Must have come from the kitchen. Mr. Gravesend? Dr. Gravesend? Amelia? Is that you, Amelia? It must be that sneaky butler, Gruesome. Hey, Gruesome! I mean Grissom! Don't fool around, Grissom. I got a nervous stomach. Well, I guess that's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. You begin to have stereoptical delusions.
Testing. Now, my dear brother, I've really got it. You see, by talking into this microphone, I can control his arms, his hands, and his legs. Now what? Gorov, lift arms. Down. Thank you. You see? Now, I've enabled him to see By installing photoelectric cells, which are much more sensitive than any human eyes.
Well, I admire your perseverance, Anton, I must say.
Yeah, well, you'll admire results very soon. You see, my robot has no conscience. It will do whatever I say. For instance, if I were to say, Gorog, go down the hall, go into the guest room, get Jones, the one with the big nose, and kill him. Will he do it? Oh, yes, indeed he would. Now, would your anthropoid ape with a human brain be as dependable?
Well, of course.
Oh, but of course not. No, because any human brain, no matter how small, is willful, capricious, and emotional.
Coming, Chief.
Chief, am I glad to see... Chief, where'd you get those crazy pajamas? I always knew you were a square. You look like a walking television set. I think I'll get Kukla, Friend, and Sally.
Gurog's gone. He must have heard my voice. Gurog, stop. Come back at once. Gurog, come back here.
That monster again. Come in, monster. Oh, Chief, it's you.
You're right. You're right. Now, don't touch him. Isn't it perfect the way it is? Oh, stop. Hold it. Oh, Butterfingers. Oh, dear. Now I've failed again, just as I thought that I'd solved my last problem.
Anton, this monstrosity will always fail. How many times must it happen before you'll be convinced?
I suppose so. Got to have a human head.
But of course. Few simple connections between the brain, the nervous system, and the electronic circuit. And Anton, why don't you use Mahoney's head? It'll serve your purpose just as well as Jones.
Oh, I suppose so.
Oh, fellas, am I glad to see you. Slip and Satchel ain't back yet.
They're not back yet?
No.
That ain't good.
I called that fella Dr. Gravedigger, and he told me they were on their way. I'm afraid something happened to them.
Well, maybe the car broke down. Oh, they probably spent the night in some farmhouse. They'll show up. That's right, Louie.
Well, maybe they will and maybe they won't. I say we better look for them. We better look for them. That's what I say.
Oh, just a moment. Come in.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Shall we get down to business?
Did you rest well?
Well, as a matter of fact here, Doctor, I slept steadily for 15 minutes. A tall guy
As a matter of fact, my accomplice and I had a very poor night. But that's beside the point. Now, let's get down to business, shall we?
I was just preparing to, gentlemen.
Now, about the lot, the Clark Street lot. Do we get it or don't we?
Well, I would say you're going to get it.
I don't like the way you said that.
Would you mind saying it again, please?
I would say you're going to get it.
I like the way you said it better the first time. Now, if you'll just point that pig sticker the other way, shall we get back to the subject, the lot?
Oh, well, that's really in my brother Derek's department.
Look, Fatso.
Fatso, look who's talking.
If you didn't call us down here to talk about the lot, just what is it you want with us?
Well, now, a straightforward question is worthy of a straightforward answer. We just want your heads.
Oh, if he'd have said that in the first place, he could have... Our heads?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you don't mind, we're leaving here just the way we came. Heads first.
Sorry to disappoint you, gentlemen, but we need your heads in the interests of science.
Oh, Chief, would you mind telling that man I've been carrying my head on my shoulders ever since I was a wee baby. French, you know.
I think both of these guys are flipped. Dr. Cyclops, I regurgitate. We're leaving. Goodbye.
Stand where you are.
Oh! Are you kidding? I don't like to discourage you, but if that old thunderbus will shoot, I'll eat my hat.
Start chewing. Would you like some ketchup?
Oh! Whose side are you on, anyway?
Their side. Starting right now, I'm a scientist.
But do me a favor, stay with them.
Perhaps now you understand we mean business.
Business.
And pray realize that you are being honored.
Honored.
Oh, yes. You'll be the forerunners of a new race. A happy, childlike race, which will endure because it will not be burdened with brains.
Who's burdened?
Now I got 3 mental cases to fight instead of 1.
Beg pardon, Doctor.
Yes, Grissom. Stand where you are. Don't move.
We have visitors, sir. 3 gentlemen who are inquiring about Mr. Jones and Mr. Mahoney.
Anton, are you ready?
Oh, I will be in just a few minutes.
Very well, then. Quickly into the closet, both of you.
You have a favorite closet?
Into the closet, I said.
Touche. Where are your guards now? I got my own hangar.
Very well, now, Grissom. I shall speed those visitors on their way.
Yes. Come, Grissom. Suppose we prepare the table.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. Just knock on the door and tell them you want to get out.
I'd like to get out.
A little louder.
Oh, okay. What? Where'd they come from?
Hey, operating tools.
So what are we going to do with them?
I don't know. Maybe we can operate.
That's clever.
Chisel.
Chisel, chisel, chisel.
Hammer?
Hammer. Suture?
You don't have to till we get bigger tools.
You're comical.
We don't have many visitors here, but I must say I like it. It gives me more time to putter around my plants.
I'm Dr. Gravesend. Did you wish to speak to me?
I'm Louis Dombrowski. You remember I spoke to you on the phone last night?
Oh, yeah.
The boys never got home.
Never got home?
Never.
Oh, well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Tell me, have you tried the morgue?
The morgue.
I think that's enough now. For a good start, we'll try the saw.
Saw. Saw. Here's a saw.
That's a saw.
That's a saw.
Looks like a saw on my arm.
You're comical.
If you don't stop making those funny noises with your nose, I'm gonna take out your adenoids.
Who's got flat feet? You kidding?
Some animals I use in my experiments.
Animals?
Yes, it's feeding time, you know. Well, Mr. Dombrowski, I'm sure that Mr. Mahoney and Mr. Jones got away all right. I distinctly heard their motor start.
Chief, want a little help? You'll break my piano hand.
I think we got it made. Maybe I gotta buttress the wall a little now. Finish up the job.
Going. Freedom. Let me out of here.
There we are.
I gotta get out.
Now, you
I
go
gotta
through the
get
hole.
out. I'm going
All right,
closet
I'll be
crazy.
right with you.
Let me out. I'm going crazy.
I'm gonna gather up the tools. What are you doing laying down there? I thought I told you to go through the hole. Now, go on, go through there. Don't point now. Get in the hole. Get in there.
Oh, Mr. Monkey, let's be friends. Or I'm not staying here. I'm getting out of here.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You're getting clumsier every day.
Oh, Chief. Oh, Chief.
Listen, if you're going to get so hysterical about climbing through a little hole, just follow me.
Okay.
Follow me. What are you standing there for?
Say hello to your uncle.
Where'd you get the fur piece?
Now, gentlemen, I'm sure that everything is going to be all right. Don't worry about it at all.
That sounds like Censula.
Yeah, you slipped too.
What's going on there?
Nothing. Don't interfere.
I'll call the cops.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but you all signed your death warrant.
I won't sign nothing without my lawyer.
Back into the library, all of you.
Don't forget me. I'm the pack.
Chief, give him a manicure.
Derek, surely you're going to let me have one of them now.
No.
Ah, please, Derek, don't be selfish. There are enough to go around.
Around what?
No. Something may go wrong upstairs. Until we find out, you're not to touch one of them. Do you understand?
Yes, dear.
Very well. Now lock them in a safe place.
Yes, dear.
Good.
Amelia, do you realize we're being double-crossed?
Yes, dear.
We ought to do something about it.
Yes, dear. We'll just lock these nice gentlemen up, and then we will do something about it. All right. Get moving. Hit the road. I saw that in a movie once.
That's funny. now, look here, Mrs.
Now, you're not going to cause any trouble, are you? It would be a pity to shoot you, Mr. Dombrowski. You're under the legal size.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Naughty boys. All right, hit the road. Move. Don't be so slow. Get on the way.
Now, Grissom, will you please get Mr. Mahoney out of the closet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Butler. There's a monster in here.
I know that. I've come for him. You, Mahoney.
Me? I ain't got no place with you.
Now to the business at hand. Grissom, you will take Mahoney to that operating table.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
I guess I'll go a little way.
Chief, you're not going to leave me here alone, are you?
Now, don't worry, Mr. Jones. I have something particularly interesting arranged for you. Into my laboratory, if you please.
Is it animal, vegetable, or monster?
My laboratory, please.
It's monster.
Now, instead of objecting, Mr. Jones, you should be grateful. Your brain, if I can find it, will be transferred to the magnificent body of the largest anthropoid ape in captivity. Now, please. What is it you're trying to say?
Help!
Mr. Jones, will you please cooperate?
Now, before we begin, don't you think you better slip into a gown? I think you'll find one in the closet.
Very good, sir.
Yes. All right, Grissom. I'm ready for the anesthetic now. Now. Grissom, I said, give him the anesthetic. No, get back, no!
Crazy chimpanzee. Just relax. Maybe I can think up something to eat. Oh, a sending set. Calling all police cars. Calling any kind of a car. There's a large monkey loose in the Gravesend Manor on Long Island. Come and get him. Come and get the monkey. Come and get him. Over before I go under. Oh, just so robust. Get away from me, buddy. I got troubles enough already. Come on, get away. Just listen to me. He did what I said. Hey, maybe I'm tuned up to this animated junkyard. Hey, Skinny, don't go away. Come and get the monkey. Now, boy. Go on, sick him. Keep yourself between him and me. Give him a little throw. Now, a right cross. Right to his skull. Go on, go get him, Robust. Get up, boy. Wow-wowee. What a bouncer that guy would make. Hey, Satch. Satch, you all right? Hey, Satch.
Will you fetch Cosmos for me, dear? He trusts you.
Why, Derek, you mean he doesn't trust you? Cosmos, I've got something nice for you. Here you are, darling.
Thanks, lady.
Ah! Cosmos is gone. There's another monkey in there.
Peekaboo. Have a banana on me.
Anton! Listen! Where's Cosmos? What happened? Anton, pray. Speak to me, Anton. Oh, Harry.
Hey, what's going on? What's the idea?
My, I did give you a turn, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Mr. Mahoney, would you like to find your friend?
Certainly I would.
Well, you just leave it to me as soon as I fed my pet.
What do you mean feed your pet? We gotta find Satch first.
Oh, Mr. Mahoney, I spilled some salt. Would you mind if I put some over your left shoulder?
Not at all.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's my left shoulder.
And now to garnish you a little bit. Oh, my, that looks appetizing.
Maybe appetizing, but I stopped using my head for a truck garden last season. It wasn't very profitable.
Where's my buddy? Where's the chief? You know that guy tried to make a monkey out of me?
Shh. Not so loud. I'm going to help you.
Oh, you're so sweet to me. Someday I'm going to do something nice for you.
Oh, you will. Sooner than you think.
You know, you just love my pet, and what's more, my pet is just going to love you. Now, you just stand right there.
Look, I'm getting sick of this game. I thought you was gonna help me find Satch.
Don't let Derek or Anton hear. They're potty, you know, both of them.
They're potty, huh?
Yeah.
But you're all right.
Oh, you dear boy, I'm so glad you noticed. Now, you just don't get impatient, you hear?
I'm not impatient. I'm just gonna go find Satch.
I told you, I've got to feed my pet, please.
Look, I can't even see a pet around here, and furthermore, you ain't got nothing to feed him with.
That's what you think.
You appealed to me instantly, the moment I saw you.
I hope not for my looks alone.
Francine, how many times have I told you you're not to have his blood?
But, Doc, I'm her type.
You fool, she means blood type.
Oh, blood. Blood! Blood!
Come back here.
Derek! He's mine!
Iowa!
You're not being
ain't around, monkey.
I've looked in all the rooms for Jones and Mahoney, sir, and no trace of Gorog either.
Oh, well, Gorog's no problem. I'll get him back wherever he is. But I will not be cheated out of my experiment. Now, look here, Grissom. You go find me a head.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, oh, now, wait a minute. Here you are. Now, Jones, Mahoney, whoever you can find.
Jones, sir? But I thought the doctor needed him.
Now, it's every man for himself. Now, Grissom, you do as I say.
It's a pleasure, sir. Leave it to me.
Yes, all right, I do leave it to you. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
I know what that hat box is for, and it's not for hats.
He says.
Yes?
Just a minute.
Stuck. They cut his head off, and he's still talking.
Satch, wait for me.
Poor Chief. And he just had his teeth fixed.
I gotta get this table open.
That's where I am. I gotta rest. Now for a little peace and quiet. Oh, these monsters, they're horrible. What is this? What is it? What is... Ow. Oh, a plant. I'm allergic to hay fever. Oh, Chief! Chief! He's got me! Something's got me! Chief, ow! Chief, oh!
Don't get excited, young man.
I'll give you a head. You better hurry up or you'll have to give me a head. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Wait till I spread this around. There'll be a lot of people quitting their garden clubs, Grissom. Gruesome. Oh, you can't win. You can't. I give up. I give up. Oh. Take my head. You can have it.
These crazy lunatics. And I can get die around here. Where's the telephone? Operator! Which button do I push here? Operator! What's the matter with you? I don't get no answer here. I can't imagine what's wrong here. Operator! Oh, Slip, I'm glad I found you, Slip. Oh, am I glad. Don't worry. They'll come and get those crazy people. I'm calling the cops. Everything will be all right, Slip. Everything will be all right. Hold on. Thanks, mister. Thank you very much. I'm glad you came when you did. I'm...
Gorog, now you come back wherever you are. You hear me?
Hello, operator. Operator, I'm still trying to get the police. Operator! The phone is busted. I'm going to call up the phone company.
Louis!
It's terrible.
I know it's worse than that, but what are you doing here?
We came to look for you and Setula.
What do you mean, we?
Butch and Chuck came along, and a nice old lady with a horse pistol, 4 feet long, kept... Butch and Chuck! They're locked in the closet in there.
They're frozen stiff. Get an ice pick.
Ice pick? That'll ruin their suits.
Well, light the oven, then. We gotta defrost them.
All right.
Come on, fellas, relax. Be calm. We'll have you thawed out in no time.
That's the boys. Time to eat. Here we are. Time for num-num.
All right, right turn. Stop. Left face. All right, stop. Now hurry up, girl. We have work to do. That's it.
Stop him, Professor. He's going through the wall.
Stop, Gorog, stop. Oh, I keep forgetting that he can't think.
That will be corrected when we replace his head, won't it, sir?
What? Oh, of course it will. That's why we're doing it. Come on, come on.
What about Mahoney's head?
Oh, I like your head.
Yeah, I like it myself, and I want to keep it. Ow, 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 ow.
Would you like a high cut or a low cut, sir?
Oh, I'd like a low cut.
Oh, but, sir, a high cut would be more advantageous.
Now, Grissom, a low cut, if you please.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what. You take a high cut, and you take a low cut, and I'll be in Scotland before you. Chief!
Anton, how dare you? He's mine.
Oh, no, I like this one.
Come with me, Mr. Jones.
You're right, Doc. I'm all yours. What am I saying? I don't want to go with you. Look who's up. I gotta go.
No, I found him, and finders keepers, I say.
Let go of him, Anton. He's mine.
No, he is mine.
Gentlemen, I have a suggestion. 50-50.
No, he's all mine. All or nothing.
Fellas, you're stretching me. Gentlemen.
He is mine. He is mine.
You're stretching me.
All right. Okay, open the door. Open the door before I break it in.
Mine,
Chief!
Anton.
Chief, come and get me! Come, Chief, that's stretching me! Come on, Chief! Chief, come and get
Call the cops.
Cops! Police! Station now!
Not in here. On the phone. On the phone. Hey, Satch! The microphone on the table. Throw it to me.
How?
Routine 6, Satch.
Routine 6, what's that?
Kick them both in the shin.
Oh! What about him?
The elbow. Get the mic. Throw it up here. Where's it? What happened to it?
You looking for this?
Give me that. Iron Man. Come out fighting.
Here comes that Model T again!
Go back. No.
Smash 'em. Get 'em all. Except Satch, that is.
No.
Get him, go on, all right.
Now, Iron Man. Hit the gray sail.
I can't.
Crush their heads together. Harder.
The butler.
And now, Iron Man, I got further instructions for you.
How do you like that? I caught a microphone.
That maniac's at the microphone. He's really in trouble now. Get the table out of the way. Hurry up.
Gorog, get the butler.
Come on, give me an arm here.
We got the butler. Kill him, Gorog.
Bravo, Anton, bravo.
Thank you.
Jones.
Goodbye, Gorog. Goodbye, Mike.
Oh, Jones. Yes, Jones.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Last
doing well.
Now that we have a little more peace and quiet, we'll get right back to the head of the matter.
No, he's mine, Anton.
No, really.
We have no argument.
Start that again because he knows that I got...
Now, wait a minute. Listen, you guys. According to the Hippocratic Oath, I'm right. Here's
I hope
tastes good.
It is a family affair.
Have
That's what
some.
hurts me.
Make it homebrew on the side, huh?
You what? I'm still here.
Hurry.
I haven't said that you came in my home. Mother,
I said, turn him out of here.
she'd be the first to admit that scientific formula is the blood.
You can't get... Who dare it?
Don't be so dramatic. This man is mine. I've got
Don't leave us, Orson. Wait a minute.
Are we mice or are we men?
We are men.
Action! Again! A little harder!
Okay, no. Oh, no. Oh, I can't stand height.
Satch, you all right, Satch? What'd you do? What? Satch, are you playing with those Halloween masks again? Give me that thing. Hey! It ain't a mask. Ow! Oh, it ain't a mask. It's real. Hey, what? Hey,
Chief, am I glad to see you. I had the craziest dream. What am I doing with my hands around your neck? Oh.
Satch, is it you?
No, it's you.
It's really you, huh? Well, I see you're back to your subnormal self again. Believe me, the other way was an extinct improvement. My hat, please.
Where is it?
It's on top of your deranged head.
What is it doing up there? Oh.
The same thing your hands were doing around my neck. I ain't gonna go through that again. Fellas, Gravesends, that is. I took the trouble to draw up this little writ of habeas corpus on the Clark Street lot. Now, if you just sign here in a dotted line. Fellas, elevate the corpus delicious. Right here in a dotted line. There you are. And I want you to know that we depreciate this invective very much. It's a good thing when your team got those 6 home runs you were playing on the Gravesend lot way back there. Otherwise, Louis' sweet shop would be a shambles.
Yeah! Peruse the shambles.
Shambles? It's an absolute catastrophe.
And besides, the windows are broken.
Louis! Louis!
He's most likely fainted.
Louis! Louis! Are you all right?
All right. All afternoon it's crash, bang, crash. First to the window, then at my head. Oh! Believe me, whoever done it, every crash is gonna cost them cash.
Well, you're going to have to collect it yourself, because those home runs were hit by the new star of the Bowery Tigers.
Slip. Save me, Slip. Don't let him get me, Slip.
Relax, Louis. He's harmless now. In fact, this is the new star of the team I was telling you about. Home Run Gorog.
Louis, those are the balls he bunted. The ones he slugged are on their way to California.
You know, Satch, those home runs were real good. Very important to the team. But I got an idea we're wasting this great ability. We gotta figure out a way to put this iron numbskull to some better use.
You're right, Chief. We gotta figure out a way how to put this bunch of junk to work. Let's put our heads together.